I'm starting to realize I'm the main man no more. That's alright, baby. I still got my guitar.
Hello, folks. What's going on? Just thought I'd jump on for a little bit, do a little jamming, take a break from regular life. I guess this is regular life too. But yeah, how's it going? I guess I should put my glasses on so I can actually see who's in here. The joys of getting old, folks. You lose your eyesight. Let me know if everything sounds okay. You can hear me. I'm going to be looking at this stream after so I can see how everything sounded, because I'm trying to get my levels and everything. I was getting some delay and all kinds of shit going on, so I got to figure that out. But I think it's working now. Cool. Gussie, how's it going, man? Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well in this nice weather we're having in Ontario, finally. Howdy, Bam. Bam got a beautiful guitar today. You can, if you want, Bam, you can put your link in the chat here, and that picture, the link that you sent us today in that other Nocturnal show. Let everybody see the beautiful guitar you got. He got a PRS, obviously. He's a big PRS guy, but it looked really nice. Really nice. Who else is in here? Janice, what's going on? Yeah, you were finishing up Robert Baker video. You always, you're catching up on your videos, right? I get like that too. I get so many, well, I got not a lot of channels I subscribe to, but a fair bit. And if you don't, you got to catch up sometimes. Dave R. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. You're probably working away at home this time of day. I'm not sure what time it is over there. It's 4 p.m. in the afternoon here in the East Coast. So you're probably, 1 o'clock or something in your area? Hope you're doing well. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show Bam's. If you look at Bam Aussie's link there, if you go to that, you'll see the new guitar that he got today. So you can have a look at that. It's actually, it's an awesome looking guitar. I love the color. They do that very well, PRS does. Their tops are very nice. 1 p.m. there, Dave says, yeah. Janice says, tell me about it. I have trifocals. Dave R is shopping for an R9. Are you really? Good Lord. Yeah, it seems to be is that the craze now? Everybody's looking for R9s. That's good. That's good. If you can find one at a decent price. I know mine. I got really lucky that I found this one, because I couldn't buy one new at the store, because here in Canada anyway, we're paying, with tax and everything, we're paying over $8,000 for one of these. But I found this guy that was selling his. It's marked as used, but it was never used. Still had all the tags on it and everything. The guy was a collector, and he was selling off some of his collection. So I got really lucky that I found this one, and he took one of my guitars on trade, which he gave me exactly what I was going to sell it for anyway. It was the Les Paul Standard 2016. I was going to sell it, I think $2,700 is what I was going to sell it for, and that's pretty much what he gave me on trade on this one. So it made the purchase a lot easier. So if you can find some deal like that out there, it makes it a lot easier. We've got Layla's Guitar Daddy. How's it going? Brad Miller, hope you're enjoying your new pedal again. I just mentioned it the other night, so congrats again. Dave R says that, yeah, at least looking at them must be a lemon tobacco burst. Oh, I see what you're looking at. Gussie Wells says Long McQuail sells Eastman guitars. Yeah, I think they do, but when I checked their online inventory, they have a lot of semi-hollow 335 models in there, but I didn't see any. I'm looking for I guess a single cut, like a Les Paul, obviously, and I'm specifically looking for the gold top with P90s. And I've looked online. There's some stores in the States that have a few in stock, not very many. So I'm hoping when I go to Nashville that a couple of stores might have them, and then I can actually put one in my hands and see how that plays. But yeah, they look like awesome guitars, so I definitely want to try one. I mean, my preference would be to get a Gibson R6, I guess, if I could find one at a decent price. But everywhere that I look, the R6 are well over, they're all in the 5,000 plus range. So it's a little rich for me right now. I'm actually trying to sell some stuff to pay off some of the other things, the R9 and some other stuff that I got in the last few months. So going and adding an R6 to it right now, probably not a good idea. But I'll be looking in Nashville when I go for sure and see what's out there. You never know. You never know. You never say never, Howard B. How does that guitar sound like with a high gain? It sounds awesome, actually. These pickups are really nice. They're not super hot pickups, but I'm just running through a Helix right now, and I'm using the amp model is a litigator. It's their own Line 6 type of amp that they put together, but it's a mid gain, I would say. It's I guess I should tune. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's because I'm plugged into my drop pedal. Hold on. There we go. All right. If I want more crunch, I go on my... And I always like to have a little bit of reverb on my channel or on the patch that I'm putting this through. And I have a little delay on there now. So yeah, it does high gain very well. So there you go. Hopefully that gives you a little taste of it. Brad Miller says, still trying to get time to go over all the functions. Oh, are you talking about the pedal? I'm assuming. Maybe I might have missed something. Let's see who else we've got here. Guess he says Dave R's guitar R9. Wow. Yep. Everybody's looking at him. Bam says those Eastman LPs with the violin varnish do look great. I've never seen one in person, as far as I've seen them online and stuff. I'd like to have one so I can actually pick it up and try it and look at it, in person type thing, in real life. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll find one that I can have a look at. Gussie says a few Eastmans for sale on Kijiji in the 900. Yeah, they're ES 335 styles. Yeah, I'm not looking for an ES 335 though. Specifically, my next guitar is a P90 and preferably a gold. Well, not preferably, it will be, because that's what I'm looking for, is a gold top. So whether it's a Gibson or maybe an Eastman, I don't know. I won't know until I try an Eastman, but that's what I'm looking at. But I'm in no rush for it. I'm very happy with what I have, and again, I'm actually trying to sell a few things. So the Les Paul Traditional is for sale, so anybody that wants to throw, I'm actually taking offers on that one right now. I put it up there for $2,500, but I'll take offers, so we'll see what happens with that. I just want to move some stuff that I'm not playing as much anymore. Obviously, the traditional Les Paul is amazing. It's a 2018, but since I've gotten the R9, I just play the R9 all the time as far as when it comes to Les Paul, so I don't see a reason to have one just hanging on the wall doing nothing. So So we will see. If anybody in here wants to throw an offer out at it, go for it. I'd rather see it go to somebody. It'd be awesome to sell this stuff to people like you guys that I know, because you guys are players and part of the community and stuff. So it'd be awesome to see it go to that for sure. But Brad Miller says, sorry, yes, only did a basic on the chorus. Want to take more time to go over all the controls. Yeah, and the other thing with that chorus, I never did it, but I'm assuming that other people have. The TC Electronics, I think there's a like USB port on that pedal, and you can actually go on their website and download like a chorus profile from artists, and they've made profiles using, I don't know how they do it, but you just upload it to the pedal for some reason. So if you wanted a specific chorus sound, I think you can do it. I never did it. I just left it the way it was stock out of the box, and I had, great success with it using it that way. But have a look on their website and see what's available for that pedal, because I think it's pretty cool that you can do that. Just looking and seeing what's out there. Those Eastman with the classic varnish SB59 are good guitars. Expensive for Chinese made, but they're well made and play. Yeah, the thing is, they are made in China, but I was listening to the actual, I guess, the CEO of the company or whoever runs the company over there. These guitars are all handmade. There's no CNC or anything on these things. They are like basically a custom shop guitar. They're, handmade, everything on them. And apparently they're really, really nice. They're really well made. So I'm not concerned with the whole built in China, because they are craftsmen that are building these guitars. They're not just a factory that's pumping them up through CNC machines and, all that automation stuff. So that's why I'm kind of interested in checking one of those out. Bam Audis can't sell the traditional Brian, at least not to anyone who wants an authentic, who wasn't authentic. Yeah, I know, right? Let's not get into that debate again. Good Lord, that's been everything I'm hearing about all week. I'm late. Pooh Ninja's late. How's it going, man? You're not late. You're just on time. Brad Miller says, I had no idea, saw the USB, thought it was for power. No, actually, if you go to their website, TC Electronic, I think that you can actually plug that pedal in. They might probably have some application you need to install on your computer, I'm assuming, because I never did it, but I'm sure you can go to YouTube and type in adding profiles to TC Electronic pedals or something, and there's probably a full tutorial on how to do it. But yeah, apparently you can do that. You can get profiles and some artists, and if you want a specific chorus sound, and you can put it in there. So check it out. Bam says, but they are all handmade and no CNC. Yeah, exactly. That's what I heard as well. So I think, Dave, they're not that expensive. They're about like a gold top for me to buy it. Canadian, you're about $2,000, just over $2,000, which is very good if it's actually, a good instrument and hand built and everything and sounds awesome. I think it's pretty good. Nocturnal, what's going on, Nocturnal? Hopefully you're having a good afternoon. Maybe you jumped in the pool. I'm not sure. Eric might be in the pool. Is that a 60th? No, this is a 2018 R9. So it's 59th. Is it? Yeah. 59th anniversary, not 60th anniversary. Mike Brown. How are you, Mike Brown? So, hey, if anybody's in here that's not subscribed to my channel, definitely do that. Lars Guitar, how's it going? Handmade guitar, same as Heritage before the new management. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't read too much of the Heritage, but that's cool. Yeah, for sure. Smash that like button, folks. Yeah, that's cool. If you want to smash the like button, have at it. But I'm pretentious, so don't do it just on my account. Do it because Nocturnal told you. Maybe I should. I don't have a mod in here, do I? Here, let me do this. There you go. So you better be careful now. Nocturnal's got power. I think that's what I did. I don't know. I just pressed a button there. We will see. Bam says you could sell the traditional to a pretentious person as well. Yeah. I don't think that somebody that owns a traditional, maybe they're considered pretentious. I think it was more directed at R9 people, maybe. I don't know. You can download tone prints on your iPhone or Android. Okay. But how do you put it in the pedal then? If you're downloading it to your phone, that's the thing that would kind of be weird. But Brad, yeah, just check out their website, I'm sure. Did you see? Yeah, I actually watched his live stream a little earlier about the whole Universal Music and the fire and the stuff that happened to the Masters in 2008. And so, yeah, he's got a good point. He definitely has a good point. So I hope somebody pushes it and brings them to court and hopefully stops all this stupid nonsense that we're getting on YouTube with all the demonetization and copyrights and all this other stuff. Because he does have a point with that. Doesn't surprise me. Can you play some metal riffs? Metal. I don't know. Can I? I don't. What do you consider metal? That's, I guess, the bigger question. I'm not a new metal kind of guy. Oh, Lamb of God, no. No, I can do metal, but it's pretty old school. Anything, I'd say, past 2008 or so, probably not. I'm just not familiar enough with that music. I could learn it. That's not a problem, but yeah, no, I'm not a gent type of, and I'm not tuned in that tuning anyway. I'm tuned to standard, actually. What's cool about having the drop pedal, I can drop down pretty quickly, but yeah. Gussie, I hit the pretentious button on the far right. Look out, Nocturnal. Nocturnal is going to take care of that. Layla's Guitar Dad. What's the best way to pack That's a good question. I've never done that, and I've considered opening up a store in Reverb, which if I did, I would probably have to ship a guitar because it might sell to somebody outside of my province or another country. So I've never done that. I have received something from Long McQuaid before that was shipped, and it was like, just a box within a box type of thing and a little bit of packing in there, which you should be all right. If you have a hard shell case, it's better. But yeah, I've never done that. I'm a little worried. Like, I haven't opened up a Reverb store just because I'm not very comfortable if I sell like a Friedman or something like that, and I'd have to ship it. A guy asked me to ship my Friedman amp because I have it up on Kijiji for sale, and he lives in New Brunswick, and he asked me to ship it to him, and I said, I'm not crazy about shipping a tube amp. I don't know what could happen to it, so I didn't do that. Technically, they can produce the master recordings, and a lot of big artists, yeah, they are. A lot of big artists are starting lawsuits. They won't be able to do much copyright strikes soon. Well, let's hope they figure something out that stops all this nonsense. Tone Print is the app. It allows you to download artist tone prints and beam them to the pedal through the... Oh, yeah, that's cool. To the pickup. Must be used through the phone. Well, there you go, Brad Miller. If you have any questions regarding TC electronic pedals and getting downloading some profiles or whatever, Dave R is your guy. And I'm sure if you do a search on YouTube, there's a guy that will show you exactly what to do with it. Just going through. Harmony, how's it going? A Carcass. Poo Ninja says play Carcass. Yeah, I don't know any of those bands. I can play Metallica, I can play Black Sabbath, I can play Iron Maiden, I can play Godsmack, Disturbed, all that stuff. But let's see. Lurk away. What is the neck like on the traditional? Isn't a little wide? It's like this. No, the traditional Les Paul the one I have anyway, is a lot like my R9. It's a bigger neck than a 60s, but it's not like a 58 is a bigger neck than this. This R9 is kind of that sweet spot. It's right in the middle of the 60s and a 58 neck, which is why a lot of people like this neck for some reason. It's very comfortable. The traditional was built with that in mind when they made the neck profile on it. So it's very similar to this one, which is why I was playing the traditional a lot more before I got the R9, and I had a standard and a classic as well, and they were 60s profile neck, and I just wasn't as comfortable with those anymore compared to this type of neck here, which is what the traditional has. So that's what that is. Bam Ozzy's answering Layla Guitars' question about shipping guitars. Nocturnal says, I'll do a vid when I'm done. The Big Garden. Okay, cool. Cool, definitely put that up. I know you said you were starting a new channel today. I'm not sure if you're just separating the two contents, having one that's more around your gardening and the other one more about your type of live shows and things that you do with the team there. But yeah, looking forward to it. Poo Ninja, it's What the Fuck Wednesday, shameless. Yeah. Just kind of reading your chat here, making sure. If you got a question for me, definitely tag it in there so that I can see it. Because I don't always catch them. So yeah. Hey, Will, what's going on? Sorry, Will, I had to do it. I had to do it, Will. Bam says, are you any closer to finding your R6? No, not really. I haven't really looked that much. There is one here actually not far from where I live here in Ontario that a guy is selling, but I think it's a 96. I think it's a 1996 model, and he's asking $4,500, which isn't a bad price, I guess, for an R6, considering what if you bought one new. But that's the only one I've seen. So, but I'm gonna wait till after Nashville. I'm gonna go when I go to Nashville. Like I said, I want to try the Eastman guitars, and I'll go see what they have around in some of the guitar stores there for R6s and stuff like that. And then at least I'll have an idea of what what's out there and prices, and if I did want to buy one from Nashville, what that would entail as far as getting it up to Canada. Would I just buy it there when I'm there and bring it back on the plane? And if I had to pay taxes here, a lot of bullshit that you have to deal with when you buy something down there. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I'm not in a big rush, so. But I am curious about those Eastman guitars. If I could find a nice Eastman guitar and it played like like what I've heard, and they say the neck is very much like an R9 on the ones that I'm looking at. So that's really the key for me. The guitar, the pickups in it. What is I forget the brand that's in there, but it's a high-end pickup that they put in their guitars. A third-party one. I can't remember what the hell the name of the brand is. It's not Seymour's or something. It's another one, but they're very good. So I'm not concerned with that. It's more, how's the neck and how does it feel? All right, Dave, have a good day, brother. Don't work too hard. Hope your move goes well. I don't know if you're doing that this weekend, or I know it's coming up soon. Yeah, Will, that was a little Kiss song for you. I forget, Will, what music you like. I know that you're not a big Kiss fan, that's why I played it, but Pooh Ninja says Fishman's. No, it's not Fishman's. What the hell is it? Somebody knows in here. It's not Fishman's, though. Dave R. Guitar, if you're still in here, what is the pickup that Eastman guitars, their Les Paul models specifically, the new ones, what they put in them? If he's still here, but he might be gone. Hax said that R9 needs gold. No, he didn't. No, he's not a big gold hardware. But I like the gold hardware on the Les Paul Deluxes. Like the one, I think Eric from EVH posted one that he liked on Facebook. It was a white deluxe with gold hardware. I like that. I like gold hardware on that guitar, and also on a black Les Paul Custom with gold hardware. I don't mind that. But I know that the Guitar Hack is not a big fan of that. Mike Brown says, oh, it's Seymour Duncan. It's not Seymour Duncan's. No, it's Lawler's. That's what it is. Lawler's. Bam, got it. Yeah. They do have, Eastman does make some guitars that have the Seymour Duncans in them. But there's a couple of models, the 59, they call it SN59, which is kind of like a 59 Les Paul. And the new ones anyway, the 2018s and up, are using Lawlers, P90s, and regular humbuckers. So that's what they have in them. But they do have Seymours in some models, or the previous models did as well. Anything but Kiss or Ace, thanks. Play Pink. Can you play? Are you really serious about Pink Floyd? Pink Floyd, eh? Kind of my Pink Floyd version. I always heavy it up a little bit. I knew a lot of Pink Floyd before when I played in bands and stuff. Obviously, we covered a lot of their stuff, like Another Brick in the Wall, Comfortably Numb, Money, all that stuff. But I forgot it all. I'd have to look. Quentin James. What amp in that patch effects? In this patch, I have the Litigator is the amp, and I'm using basically a stock cab that's in the Line 6 lineup. It's not an IR. It's just the cabs that come with the Line 6. It's a 4x12 greenback 25. And right now, I have, engage this. I do have a boost, I think. The kinky boost is on. And I have a little reverb and a little delay and a compressor at the end as well. And that's it. Hope that makes sense. But I do like this litigator amp. The other amp that I played with a lot and I really liked was a matchless. And they sound similar to what I have now. So let's see. If I go to my just regular, I've got a higher gain here. So let me go in my rock setting. Put a little delay on so it matches. So that's the one I'm on now, which is a litigator amp model. Let me go to my Les Paul matchless patch and go to my rock preset. So yeah, it does sound a little different. So that's the matchless. What is that called? In line 6, they call it Matchstick Channel 1. And I like that one a lot too. And as far as the effects that I have on this matchless patch is pretty much the same. I have a compressor, delay, reverb. And this one I'm actually using an IR, which is a 212 cab. So yeah, very versatile. Quentin, I don't know what Quentin's music, what he likes. Have you tried the Angle amp? It's high gain too. I'm sure I have. I've tried them all. I've kind of gone through them quickly, and there's a couple that I've settled on that I use on a frequently used basis. I guess would be the Matchstick, the Brit, I guess the Plexi model, whatever that is. What is it called here? I'm just looking. The Brit Plexi Jump. I use that one. And I like this litigator amp a lot. And a lot of times when I'm creating a patch, if I'm doing a clean, I guess, snapshot or preset, I'll use the JC120, the amp. So those are the 4 that I use the most. But I have tried all of them. I like the Friedman one as well. A few of the Fender ones for different bluesy type of things. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in there, though. I just try to find a few things that I can really gel with, and I stick with those, and I kind of develop the sounds. He loves Nickelback? Damn. I don't know any Nickelback. Damn. That sucks. I would know it. I would just have to listen to it once and I know it because it's basically the same 4 chords every song with Nickelback. I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody who likes Nickelback in here, but I don't mind Nickelback either. I've listened to them and I've seen them live and all that stuff, and they're a great band. I mean, I don't have a problem with them, but they do have a formula that they stick to with their songs, and it's pretty much the same thing every song. Like there's that 4 chord type of breakdown, a little bridge, and they stick to that. So too late. Oh God. Brad says, yeah, I love the JC120 model. Yeah, it's great especially for doing cleans, or even taking a JC120 and putting like a a boost in front of it or even an overdrive pedal in front of it. It sounds amazing what you can do with it. And you can experiment with this stuff all day. I mean, it's not like you have to sit there and physically move pedals around and cables and everything. You just drag a block up there and try it and move it here or there and try a different. That's what I love about this stuff. It's, you know, is it better than an actual amp and cab and tubes and pedals? And it's not about being better. It's just about whatever works for you and that makes it efficient and makes you want to play more because there's less effort in setting up and all that other stuff. Or when you want to play, you don't have to turn it super loud like a tube amp, which is, I have a Friedman amp sitting right next to me, and I have to put a load box on it, which is the aux box, in order to even get it up to a level where the tone should be where it's at. Otherwise, I couldn't play it in here. So, but I have nothing against tube amps. Obviously, I have some. I own them. But I do like this setup for my workflow. It's the best thing for me. So anything non-Kiss is what Q likes. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, Quentin, but what's that other one? So maybe Quentin's likes that. That's an Accept song. I know he's played a lot of that stuff too. No pick for you. Do you have a Dumble amp clone? I believe there is there a Dumble amp clone in here? I'm just looking quickly at the amps. I'm sure there is. Maybe somebody else in the chat can answer that. It might be called, like, because they don't call them what they actually are. Like, they don't say Marshall or Mesa. They just put like different names. Like the Matchstick Channel 1 is a matchless, so they kind of get close. Or an AC30 is A30. So things like that. But they, like this Dumble, they don't call it Dumble. They would call it something else. So maybe somebody in the chat can answer that. But I'm sure they do, and if they don't, they will, because there's a new update coming very soon. Any day now we're expecting 2.8 to come out, which will add more amps and more things to it. So that's what's cool about this stuff. Hey, Greg Summers, how's it going? Good afternoon to you. Gonna make the drive home. All right, Brad, have a good day and drive safely. I know what that's like. Denny Allen, play Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. Heaven and Hell is... I'm playing it bad. Turn off this mic. There's a little Heaven and Hell for you. Great song, great song. And look at what's going on here. Hope everybody's having a good afternoon, saying hi to each other here. Cool. Quentin says, is it Mesa or Mess? Oh, God, now you're confusing me, freaking Quentin. It's Mesa. That's the correct way of saying it. still on. All right. Cool, cool. All right, let me see what we got. I'm going to go back to my litigator. And I got to go to the Crunch channel. And a little guy by the name of Bryan Adams. He spells his name the same way I do, so I guess we're related. Hope you guys like Bryan Adams. Live chat reminder, everyone. Yes, Nocturnal, thank you. Boogie, Misa Boogie. Robert Page, what's going on, Robert? Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you around for a couple of weeks, but I hope you're doing good. Out there in Maine, I believe. Will says Bryan Adams. Yes, Bryan Adams. Everybody likes Bryan Adams. I also like some John Cougar, if I can remember it. Let's see. There you go. Little John Cougar. Oh, Guitar Hack's here. Uh-oh. go, Guitar Hack. Now we know Guitar Hack's in here. Zach Thong, what's going on? There you go. Little Zach Thong for you. Missiles have been fired, Will says. Yep. Quentin, go get some food. Get good food, man. Don't get the whatever you're getting. Ketchup laced double cheeseburger with a side of fries and lard. Can't have a stream without Kiss, just saying. Yeah, Kiss is everywhere. They kind of took over. Let's drop tune it. And then we gotta add a little bit more gain. There's a little drop tune for you. What time is it? It's 4:46 already. Wow. Time flies, folks. All right, I'm going to go for another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to go make myself some dinner and get everything rolling for tonight. I think, I don't know who's on tonight. Somebody's on. Somebody's doing something tonight. Guitar Hack wishes he could buy an R9. Well, I know where there's one for sale in Newmarket that is an actual pretty good price, if you ask me, for an R9 anyway. It's still expensive, but you'll have to sell a few guitars, which is what I have to do too, so. But it's worth it, for me anyway. Yeah, Bet Chapman today, 51 years old. She's an awesome lady for sure. Sad. I think it was lung cancer. She had actually had cancer. She had cancer 4 years ago, and she beat it, and it was out of her body and everything. It came back. I think, I guess probably recently. I suppose, I don't know. But, she was they had to induce a coma about a week ago, I think it happened. And today, I guess this afternoon, she passed away. So I know that Dog, she's the wife of Dog the Bounty Hunter, and they were, obviously, well, from the shows and stuff that I watched and everything, they were always very, very close, and the whole family was very close. I'm sure that they're going through some tough times right now. That's for sure. Sad. Yeah, you never know, right? When your time's up. 51 years old. I'm going to be 50 in just over a month from now. So, hopefully, hopefully I don't leave too soon. But that's why I'm doing everything I'm doing now, because I don't assume that I'll be around forever. So, enjoy life while you can, folks. Rehearsing tonight, Guitar Hack says. What pedal do you use for the drop tune? I use a pedal that is by the company Digitech, and it's called a drop. Just called drop, D-R-O-P. So it's from a company called Digitech. If you look them up online, you'll see them. It's a red pedal, and it's basically got one knob on it, and you can scroll down. It tunes down, like way down. You can all half steps. So you go half step down, half step past that. So it's really cool. I like it because when I'm just jamming like this, or I have a song that I'm trying to learn, and I don't need to retune the whole guitar. I just hit that pedal and then I can jam along with it. If I was doing a recording and I wanted to be in that tuning, I'd tune my guitar instead of using the pedal, because it does change your tone a little bit. It darkens it more than anything, so you lose a little bit of the high end when you're using that pedal. But for the way I use it, it's perfect. And I actually know guys that actually use it live. Like they use it as if they have a song that's drop tuned or something, they'll just hit the pedal and they're fine with it. They just, you don't notice it that much, and I'm sure in a mix it wouldn't be as noticeable, the tone change. But if you're recording or something, I think it's better just to tune your guitar to that tuning and just play it that way. Joe Hervey, and who else? Dale Palmer. Little R9 squeakage. Love 70s Gibsons and Fenders. Have not experienced any issues, as you read in the forums. Yeah, well, everybody's got stories. I don't go by stories that much. I go and experience it myself, and then I figure I'll make my own decision. So if somebody's saying, "Oh, don't buy a guitar that's made in the 70s because you're gonna have a hell of a, crappy guitar," yeah, okay. If I go to a store and they've got a guitar that's made in the 70s, I'll pick it up and I'll play it, and I will make up that decision. So that's the way I look at it. Because I have a friend who has a 74 Les Paul Deluxe, and apparently, you just can't buy something that's that year or something or whatever. And he still has it today, and it plays amazing. And as kids, we were all like, because he had it, I think he bought it. I don't think he bought it in 74, but he bought it, probably early 80s. And he was the only guy in town that had a Les Paul, and everybody was like, oh, because we were all young musicians just growing up playing in bands, and we only had a few bands in that small town. So we, always look up to him because he had that Les Paul, and I remember playing it. And now I went down to visit some family back just last summer, and I ran into him, and I talked to him because he watches my videos and stuff, and he knows that I'm really into Les Pauls. And he said, yeah, I still got my 70, I think it's a 76 or a 74, and he still loves it. I said, oh, if you ever want to sell it, let me know, because I know that guitar is amazing. What time? Okay, let me see here. Nothing better than a Les Paul guitar. Well said. Well, yeah, I said it. You always say it, Guitar Hack. Little Skinner for you before I head out and go make dinner. How's that, folks? Thank you for joining me today. Just a quick afternoon break. I tend to do those once in a while. I was working from home today, so I figured after I was done my work day, which is usually around 3 o'clock, then I can do a little guitar playing and a little testing or whatever it is that I'm up to. And then if I feel like it, I just hit the go live button, and you guys are nice enough to jump in and spend some time with me, which is always awesome. So I really appreciate it, folks. I might do it again tomorrow, might do it again Friday. I don't know. We'll see where I'm at during that time period and that time of day, what I'm up to, and it's all good. I'm sure I will see you online, if not on other shows. Again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do. If you like hanging out and talking guitars and playing music and all that stuff, that's all what I'm about in this channel anyway. And that's it. All right, folks. I hope that you all have a great evening, and we will catch you next time. I think I'm just going to run my how about I run my outro, or my Monday night intro as my outro tonight. So that's the other thing. I do a Monday night show every Monday at 7 o'clock, which most of you guys in here are part of. You always join up. The other thing I'll be testing probably in the next, I need to do some settings. I tested it briefly with Eric last week, which is bringing in a guest using this software. It worked, but there was a delay when I was speaking. Eric would he would hear the audio and then see the video, so I have to find out why that's not coming in sync. So I might reach out to Eric again, or maybe Guitar Hack or somebody, just to run a test when they have some time and they're in front of their computer. I can bring them into the software and see if I can get that sync problem done. If I can do that, then I might do some shows in the future where I bring in a guest, or just have somebody co-host with me on a show or something like that, which is always fun, because sometimes when you're by yourself, you can only talk so much. So all right, folks, I want you to have a great evening. Guitar Hack, see you tomorrow at 8. Guitar Hack's show at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Make sure you check that out. And Nocturnal, thank you for being in here and taking over some moderation duties. Always like that. And Eric might be going on tonight as well. He said he was going to play his son's Telecaster or something like that. So maybe that's happening. Just check your feed and see who's live and jump in, support, and participate. It's always good. All right, folks, I'm going to run my intro as my outro, and we'll call it a day. All right? Have a good one. Live and let live.